What's going on, everyone? My name is Benny, and we are back with Benny Knows Road to the Show. Benny Knows a creative player based off of myself if I was young and healthy, and in the Dodgers. I made it to the Major League Dodgers, which is beautiful about Road to the Show. You can live vicariously through your created player, and here he is. That's me as an 18-year-old version of myself and playing at Dodger Stadium with the Dodgers as a fire truck goes by. Triple daily uploads every day, 10 a.m., 1 p.m., and 4 p.m. Eastern. These Road to the Show games will always come out at 4 p.m. Eastern. And today is a very special day for my family. Today is my father's birthday as Benny No gets plunked. Obviously, Clevenger does not like Benny No. Because right when I start talking about my dad's birthday, he gets plunked. Looks like we're also using pink bats today. So it's Mother's Day, or it's probably Mother's Day. Yeah, okay. Bases are loaded, but yeah, my dad's birthday is today, and I want to tell you a cool story. So that ball is gonna be gone. That's a grand salami for one of my players, and we just took a 6-0 lead. Bellinger going yard, 4-0. Okay, whatever. 4-6, same thing. So here we go. Finally, our first plate appearance where hopefully we don't get hit by a pitch. Police are going by. There's a lot of stuff happening outside my front door, apparently. That's going to be a rip, and runners are going to be at the corners, and I'm at first. Okay, so my dad's birthday. Happy birthday, Dad. I love you, by the way. Don't think he's going to be watching, but if you are, happy birthday. I love you. I'm going to tell the story of what we did the weekend before my dad's birthday. After we steal this base, there's a quick count. He is going to throw it, and we're out. We're hosed. Benny No trying to put on the blazing speed there. But, wow, the catcher was, like, not having any of that, and that is going to be a nice throw out there. Okay, what can you do? So, the weekend before my dad's birthday, I called him up, and I was like, hey, by the way, for those of you that don't know, my dad and I, we both play guitars. We have numerous guitars, numerous amps. But on this day, I decided to surprise my dad. I'm gonna buy him a guitar. But before that, we wanted to go to the Guitar Center that's located here in Hollywood, because we both have never been there. I've heard good things about it, and I was like, you know what? It's a Saturday. We don't have nothing to do. Hollywood's only about an hour away. Let's go check it out. So that being said, I couldn't tell him because my dad's the type of guy who doesn't want to go far. When I told him, I couldn't even tell him we were going to Guitar Center in Hollywood. I had to tell him we were going to the Guitar Center by our house for him to even want to go. So finally we get in the car, and my dad was so unprepared that he didn't bring his phone, nothing. He was just like, okay, let's go. We'll be back in 20 minutes. In his mind, it was like, let's just go. He wanted to buy a pack of strings and some guitar picks. So when he sees me getting on the freeway, he's like, hey, what are you doing? It's that way. Where are we going? And that's when I dropped the bomb on him. Hey, I didn't tell him I was going to buy him a guitar yet, but I was like, dude, we're going to the Guitar Center in Hollywood. So put your seatbelt on, relax, and enjoy the ride. And his face was just like, what? I thought we were going to Cerritos. Nope, we're going to Hollywood, man. So about the next 15 minutes, he didn't say anything to me. He was upset. He's like, dude, I didn't want to go to Hollywood, and I know I just got picked off. Anyway, after about 15 minutes, and the shock weared off, we start talking, having a good time. I'm going to continue this story in the next video because we just got the dub. Not the next video, in the next game. We usually play 2 or 3 games in these videos, and we're going to jump into that right now. First appearance in Game 2 is going to be an RBI opportunity. We're going to drive in a run after taking the first pitch, and let's continue the story of my dad on our way to Guitar Center to buy him a guitar that he doesn't know about. And once we get in the car and I tell him where we're going, he's upset. So 15 to 20 minutes later, he relaxes. We start talking. We're having a good time. It does take us an hour to get there because traffic was ridiculous on this day. We get to the Guitar Center. We go inside. And what's really cool is they have a really cool vintage guitar section. And I think I just blew this, man. Yeah, that was a dynamic challenge that we just blew. We should have driven on a run after taking the first pitch. We did the first part right, but Missed the second one, so here we are at short. So we get in, they have a cool vintage guitar section. Vintage guitars, for those of you guys that don't know, are really old. That's a hit and run. Yeah, he's going to be safe at second. Very old, expensive, beat up looking guitars. But because they're old, they're considered vintage and they're worth a lot of money. So we go into the vault, is what it's called. And we look around at a bunch of guitars. And I'm not going to buy him one of these, but this is why I wanted to go down there so I could take a look at some of these guitars and just check them out. But after a while, I was like, you know what? Like, I love vintage guitars, but to be quite honest, these guitars are so beat looking that I don't necessarily think I would spend the money. By the way, some of these guitars are like 4,000, 5,000, all the way up to the range of 10,000. Guitars that I would normally never buy. But if I had the money to buy them, I don't think I would play them, to be quite honest. They look so old that I would probably just buy it and put it away and just say that I have it, you know, which is where I'm assuming a lot of these guitars are filed away in someone's collection, in a closet, in a vault, who knows. Definitely not being played, though. So anyway, after our little section of walking around, I finally take him back out to where the new guitars are, and I was like, hey, Dad, I love you. I brought you down here so I could buy you a guitar. And his face just lit up. He's like, oh, really? Okay, let's go. So after about 30 minutes or so, he found a guitar. It's a beautiful Epiphone Les Paul with a wine burgundy red, glossy finish. It's got gold hardware. Man, it is such a beautiful guitar. Bought it for him. He had a big smile. And it took us another hour and a half to get home. So I didn't tell anyone I was going to take my dad away to buy a guitar. So next thing you know, my mom's calling. She's like, where's my husband? You know, and I'm like, I took him. I'll be back, you know, give me some time. She's like, is he okay? I'm like, yeah, he's fine. He's fine. We'll be home in a few minutes. There's just a little bit of traffic. And yeah, so we get home. He shows everyone his new guitar. Everyone understands where we were. And it was a great day. I bought my dad a guitar for his birthday, which is today. The guitar I bought over the weekend, though. So just wanted to say, Dad, I love you. Hope you enjoy that guitar. It's an awesome guitar, you guys. It's like a Les Paul, but a Les Paul that doesn't weigh like 20 pounds. I don't know if you guys have ever played a Gibson Les Paul, but for the most part, those guitars are built with really heavy woods. And I have a Gibson Les Paul. I paid almost $3,000 for it. And I don't even play it, you guys. It sits in my room in the closet because it's so heavy as I get tossed out at third. It's so heavy that I very rarely bring it out to play. So that's why he wanted an Epiphone, because it is hard to find a good decent guitar that's light. And we found one, and he got one, so we're super excited. 2-2, we got a great game here. Runners on first and second. Benny, no. Power swings, launches, bat flips. Finally with the home run. Booyah! 3-run home run gives us a 5-2 lead. 435 was my guess. And 456, our fourth home run of the season, is a launch in the right field, baby. You gotta love it. And it was off Lindblom, who, if I'm not mistaken, was a Dodger at one point. My first year with season tickets, I remember him being there. He signed a ball for me. Benny No with the epic bat flip. The Dodgers get the win, baby. Epic story. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Binge watch, hit the like button, hit the subscribe button. We'll see you guys next time. We're out of here. Peace.